Hello students, welcome to banking classes. Dear students, today I am going to discuss what are the objectives of prevention of money laundering. Objectives of prevention of money laundering are to prevent criminal elements from using the banking system for money laundering activity, to enable the bank to know, understand the customers and their financial dealings better. This in turn would help the bank to manage the risk prudently or wisely. Third beta, to put in place appropriate controls for detections and reporting of suspicious activities in accordance with the applicable laws and laid down procedures. To comply with the applicable laws and regulatory guidelines, to take necessary steps to ensure that concerned staffs are adequately trained in know your customers anti-money laundering procedures. Our main objective is to see that money laundering activities are properly detected by the banks and the staff should be properly trained. That's it. Money laundering enforcement. Formed in 1989 by the G7 countries, the FATF, आपने भी सुना होगा बेटा, Financial Task Force, is an intergovernmental body whose purpose is to develop and promote an international response to combat money laundering. FATF's three primary functions with regard to money laundering are monitoring members' progress in implementing anti-money laundering measures, reviewing and reporting on the laundering trends, techniques and countermeasures, promoting the adoptions and implementations of the FATF anti-money laundering stands globally. Now dear students, you must have noticed that now financial FATF has put Pakistan on their radar because they believe that Pakistan is using the money laundering activities for promoting the terrorism in the India and all over the world. So Pakistan is under the radar of FATF. You are not supposed to write down, this was for the GK purpose. Now students, money laundering steps in India. In 2002, the Parliament of India passed an act called the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. The main objective of this act are to prevent money laundering as well as to provide for confiscation of property. Confiscation means seize of property, either derived from or involved in money laundering. अब बेटा इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? The person, those who are involved in money laundering, their properties may be confiscated, it may be seized. Section 12.1 describes the obligations that banks, other financial institutions and intermediaries have to maintain records that detail the nature and value of transactions, whether such transactions comprise a single transactions or a series of connected transactions, and where these transactions take place within a month. Dear students, you must have noticed that if bank sees that a large amount of money is deposited by the customer in 1 month, so banks keeps eyes on the very high amount. Now second point beta, furnish information on transaction referred to in clause A to the director within the time prescribed, including records of the identity of all its clients. And बैंक जो है वो सारे clients जिनके unduly high amount बैंक में जमा है वो डायरेक्टर को रिपोर्ट करते हैं. Banks need to maintain transactions record for 10 years after the transactions finished. Any suspicious transaction reporting STR have to be reported to the Financial Intelligence Unit by the bank through RBI. Banks also must take cash transaction report and suspicious transaction report over 10 lakh within 7 days of doubt. अगर बेटा आपने 10 लाख रुपए से ज़्यादा जमा करा है तो 7 दिन के अंदर बैंक्स ये रिपोर्ट जो STR है वो डायरेक्टर को दे देता है. ईच बैंक हैज़ टू अपॉइंट PMLA ऑफिसर responsible for overseeing the implementation of RBI's policies and procedure in the bank. They must submit the report to the Enforcement Directorate and Income Tax Department. So that's all for today. Thank you, beta.